I recently got access to DALLE2 and I immediately thought to test it against the Hololive Vtuber group. Why is that? 3 reasons. 1. I like the group. 2. Most of their designs are highly intricate with a lot of complex elements which I expected would be difficult for DALLE2 to handle as compared to, say, pictures of avocado archers. 3. I heard that DALL2 struggles with anime-style art. All in all, this seemed like the perfect way to really put DALLE2 through its paces. Third disclaimer here, I got into the beta late, so it's not like I had hundreds of prompts to play with. But first impressions matter a whole lot. After all, this is going to be a paid service, and if you want to convince people to pay for image generation, they better get good results fast. How did it go? The results ranged from awful to quite alright, but if you're an anime-style artist, rest assured that DALLE2 is not yet coming for your job. Maybe if it gets updated with a new anime dataset, but not today. Let's talk about the decent results first. Gawr Gura has a simple design, a shark-themed VTuber in a hoodie, so DALLE2 handled the challenge quite well. While hardly an exact duplicate, you can imagine that a Gura of an alternate universe might look something like this, or if you wanted spooky versions, they might look like so. Even here, however, you can already see a weird nose thing or super mutant hands. I like alternate Ina's overall design. I think it captures that thematic idea of Eldritch Priestess very well, but what is that? What is this? But hey, she's an Eldritch Priestess, so arguably all those mutations and her eyes melting when reading a book of Eldritch lore make perfect sense. DALL2 did produce a few fine designs for an alternate Ceres Fauna, but another flaw is visible here. As you introduce more objects, DALL2 gets quite lost and can start mixing them up or switching their colors. All my attempts at Fauna specified green hair and none of them had green hair. You might be curious now, what happens if you type in their names instead of their descriptions? These images are Gawr Gura. These images are Orochrony. As you can see, DALLE2 is not trained on a dataset that includes VTubers, though there is something coincidentally appropriate about it generating crowns, gold and jewelry to represent a VTuber who proclaims herself to be perfect. Now let's talk about the bad. Amelia Watson is technically accurate to the description, but the quality of the images is simply awful. Hakos Baelz is a disaster as well. I managed to squeeze in a few half-decent images of Kali, but it was an uphill struggle. Kiara is overall so-so. I suppose it's a fine design, but it looks amateurish and the face is mutated as well. As far as generating based on images instead of text goes, I tried generating Nanashi Mumei based on her image and yeah. While Mumei herself might find these abominations endearing, this is not what one hopes for when putting the picture on the left into DALL2. So all in all, where does that put DALL2? If you're looking for generic images, DALL2 is going to excel. If you want an image of a monkey astronaut or a teddy bear on a skateboard in Times Square, DALL2 has you covered. At 13 cents per 4 images, it's going to cost you approximately $1.50 to generate 50 images, and somewhere in that stack you're going to find a picture that serves you well. On the other hand, if you want something intricate with a highly complex design, DALL2 has a long way to go. Thanks for your time, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. You may also enjoy other videos on this channel as I've covered a variety of topics.